Hey y'all, it's Sean Gerber again from Reduce Cyber Risk, and I've got my CISSP exam questions that I'm putting out there for you all to help you study for the CISSP exam. This is RCR 13, episode 13, and we're going to be covering Domain 4, Communication and Network Security. Okay, as we roll into our first question, what is a good definition of Fiber Channel over Ethernet Protocol, so FCoE? What is a good definition of the FCoE, or Fiber Channel over Ethernet Protocol? A sophisticated storage protocol that enables fiber channel communications to run over Ethernet. A sophisticated routing protocol that enables fiber channel communications to run over the Internet. A sophisticated data carrying technique that moves data from one node to the next. Or D, allows voice calls to be made using the Internet. A is a sophisticated storage protocol enabling fiber channel communications over the Ethernet. B, a sophisticated routing protocol that enables fiber channel communications over the Internet. C, sophisticated data carrying technique that moves data from one node to the next. Or D, allows voice calls to be made using the Internet. The answer is A. It's a sophisticated storage protocol that enables fiber channel communications over over Ethernet. Again, you can kind of go through the title and look at that. You can narrow that down a little bit. So those are key questions to kind of consider as you're taking the test, is look at some of the answers that, one, throw out the first two that you can get rid of that you don't need, and then try to look at the question and focus on what are key pieces of information you can take out of the question. And for references on that, InfoSec Institute has that. The link is in the show notes. What is the best definition? Question 2. What is the best definition of multi-protocol label switching, or MPLS technology? This is typically found, MPLSs are in enterprises, and these are used to connect different entities. So it's a routing technique in broadband networks that directs data from one node to the next on short path labels. That's A. B. A routing technique in telecommunication networks that direct data from one node to the next based on short path labels. C. A sophisticated storage protocol that enables fiber channel communications to run directly over Ethernet. Or D, none of the above. Okay, so it's basically dealing with broadband networks that direct data from a node to the next based on short path labels, a routing technique in telecommunication networks that direct data from one node to the next based on short path labels, or C, a sophisticated storage protocol that enables fiber channel communications to run directly over Ethernet. That looks familiar. And D, none of the above. Answer is B, a routing technique in telecommunication networks that direct data from one node to the next based on short path labels. And that's MPLS technology. Is, if you look at the name, multi-protocol label switching, it allows you to do labels with the different various protocols and helps you communicate with these different entities. And it allows you to have a very strong connection over the Internet. And so therefore what ends up happening is that it allows you to increase your bandwidth, especially when you have remote locations. They use MPLS networks to do a lot of that. And they're a very solid, strong split network. Yeah, right. And the Wikipedia will talk about the multi-protocol label switching, and there's the reference. Software-defined networking, SDN, is meant to address which of the following architectures? A, dynamic architectures. B, static architectures. C, self-organizing architectures. Or D, various hybrid architectures. Say that 10 times. So again, the question is, software-defined networks is meant to address which of the following architectures? Dynamic, static, self-organizing, or various hybrids? And the answer is B, static. Okay, SDN is basically meant to address these static architectures of a traditional network. Okay, so your networks are constantly static, and so therefore it helps. It uses software defined to basically decentralize and complex these networks, and it allows you to be able to spread them out, and it uses, so when you're switching back and forth when the networks are actually working, it's using software to help define where to actually forward the information to. And this comes out of Wikipedia as SDN attempts to centralize network intelligence in one network component by disassociating the forward process of network packets, or the data plane, from the routing process or the control plane. So it's basically splitting them up, and it allows the software to define where the packets go. The control plane consists of one or more controllers, which are considered as the brain of the SDN network, where the whole intelligence is incorporated. And this works really well if you can get it turned on, where instead of in the past, you'd send something from point A to point B, and it could go all over the place. But these software-defined networks will then basically switch the packets to determine which way it needs to go based on the software. So again, you can get this in Wikipedia at software-defined networking. All right, so that's all I got for this episode. This is RCR 13, RCR Echo 13, and this is my CISSP training. I want to just kind of put a shout out there for SeanGerber.com. We're going to be starting that up. You can actually go to the site, but we're getting it right now under development. But I'll have CISSP certifications, exam questions, and study materials available for you to join my membership, and also get a lot of free stuff out there as well. But we'll help you through the CISSP exam. As we know, taking the CISSP can be a huge challenge, and we want to help you pass it the first time. You also can go to udemy.com and get my CISSP certification out there as well. Just go in and type in CISSP certification and Sean Gerber, and you will find it. There's a plethora of CISSP training out there. There's domains 1 through 4 and domains 5 through 8. Or you can go to Reduce Cyber Risk, and it'll point you in the Udemy direction as well. All right, I hope you guys enjoyed this, and we'll be having some more episodes. Will be coming out soon. Have a great day. See ya.